We are here back at the Surfside Kolel Boker. Today I'm going to be presenting a $500 question. The question will be presented onto YouTube. We will allow 6 hours from the time that it's presented to be the answer to be answered. In order to answer, you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel and you have to put it into the comments of the page. So we're going to present it as follows. Masechet Kiddushin Daf Lamed. We are in the third line of the big lines. I'm going to read the Gemara. I'm going to explain it. I listened to about 10 or 12 Daf Yomi classes. None of them brought this up. But the problem that we're going to present is actually found in one of the Sfarim that we're gonna bring here today. So here's the Gemara. Lefichach, therefore, nikra'u rishonim sofrim. The first individuals were called sofrim. Shahayu sofrim kol ha'otiyot shebatorah. They used to count all the letters in the Torah. Shahayu omrim, they used to say vav de gahon. In the word gahon in the Torah, the vav is a big vav. Hetzian shel otiyot. Shel Shefer Torah. That's half the otiyot in the Torah. Okay, then they would say darosh, darash, hetyan shel tevot. That if you took the middle word darosh, darash, that's half of the words tevot, and vehid galach is shel pesukim, half the pesukim in the Torah, and then it continues with a couple of other places in Tehillim and a couple of other parts. But today I want to address the three locations that are being presented here. We have Gachon is half of the otiyot. We have Darosh Darash of the words, and Vehid Galach of the Pesukim. Okay, now before we continue, I want to show you that if you look in the Mehudurat Yafeh of the Art Scroll Chumash, you will notice that if you were to open Vayikra Yud, you will notice that on the word Darosh Darash, it's page 311, there is a star right there. And then if you look on the bottom, the Art Scroll helped you out. It wrote Hatzia Otiyot Betevot, Darosh, and it says here Micha, or Mika, it should say Mikan, but Darosh Mika, I think it's supposed to be Mikan or Mikan, that might be a typo. And it says that's half. Okay, now if you look here in Yud Aleph, let's go earlier. If you look in Yud Aleph, we're going to find the other one, and that's over here, the Vav of Gachon. If you look at it here, it says Kol holech al Gachon v'Kol holech al Arba ad Kol marbe raglaim leChol hashet hashiret al ha'aretz lo tochelum ki sheketz hem. If you look at Gachon, it's a big Vav. They put a star. Art Scroll again. That's page 315 in the Hebrew Art Scroll Chumash. It's Vav de Gachon Rabbati. Rabbati means a big letter. V'hi hatzi atiyot haTorah be'otiyot. It's half of the Torah in letters. Okay, so Gachon was letters. Darosh wasn't. Now here, let me pass this to David. He wanted to see it. And now let's go to the stone edition of the Chamisha Chumshei Torah. And if we look, we see it again. We'll notice this is in page 604.
Darosh Miko, meaning Darosh is on one half.
Okay, we're gonna address that.
Okay, it's not a typo.
It is a typo, but I'll show you right now. Here, I'll show you right now.
No, when it says
here, it says here, Vav de Gahon Rabbati, V'hi Hatziha Torah be'otiyot. And you notice here, it stars it again, right? The Gahon is big, and then if you look at the page earlier,
you're relying on the Gemara.
On Darosh Darash, it says Hatziha Tiyot Betevot, Darosh Micha, or Darosh Mika, or Miko. Ko is not spelled Mem Chaf Al. But if you look at the actual text that I looked up, it says Darosh Mikan with Darosh Mikan.
Yeah, but it's
that was that. Okay, all right. Well, we're not gonna pull. We're not gonna push our scroll on that.
Darosh is one half of the Torah.
I got it. We're not gonna push them on that. Known whether it's Mikan or Miko, whatever. I got it. Here's the problem. It's absolutely wrong. It's wrong. Meaning if you were to take that, that's actually not half of the Torah in words. It's not half of the letters. Neither is Vehit Galach half of the Pesukim. Just as a side note, tomorrow we're going to present the answer, but I actually have right here some of the numbers. Let's pull them up, some of the numbers. In the Torah, we have 304,805 letters. Okay, you have 79,977 words, and you have 5,845 Pesukim. So, the problem with that is that the Vav of Gahon is off by a lot. When it comes to Darosh, Darash, there's about 933 words that is off. And then when it comes to the Pesukim, it's also off. Now, there's two issues here. What are the two issues? One, why would the Art Scroll print this in their Art Scroll? Chumashim. And if they did, why didn't they just write that it doesn't actually work? Because what's interesting is, give me that Shmuel, that Gemara. What's interesting is that if you look at the Schottenstein Talmud Bavli in Hebrew, they actually present the problem on the bottom. They present the whole issue on the bottom here, and they actually present in Ha'arot, in the Hebrew, they present the issue that I'm presenting, not the answer. So I went around and I asked a bunch of rabbis this question. Except for one, every one of the other individuals I asked didn't even know that was even a problem. Like didn't even count or check it. For the one that did, he was very quick to answer me that the Vav of Gahon is half of the big letters of the Torah. And so I smiled at him. I'm like, that's really good. I'm like, but you're wrong also. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, it's not. I was like, I think there's 6 letters or 5 letters, and there's 6 letters, I believe, large ones. We're going to get into that in the answer tomorrow with all the big letters, but I'm like, it's not. It's absolutely not. And I said, I'm going to present another problem. I said, when it came to Darosh, Darash, you're going to tell me it's half of the words. So I said, I'll give you a little hint. It could be half of the double words. What do I mean? It says Noach, Noach, Avraham, Avraham, and all the double words in the Torah. If you were to divide all the double words, Darosh, Darash could work. I said, but that also comes up with an issue if you actually list all the double words, and we're going to present some of that tomorrow. So the answer that's going to be presented, or that any of the Kahal wants to present, could not be from the double words of Darosh, Darash. On Vav Gahon, I will not accept that it's half of the big letters, because it's not. So those two answers are not to be presented, as we'll provide with the answer tomorrow. So it's $500. It's 6 hours from the time that we post this. I don't know why Art Scroll printed it. Usually Art Scroll is extremely careful. Maybe there was a reason here. And if they were going to tell us that it was a reference to the Gemara, we don't just reference the Gemara if it doesn't work. We usually will have some form of an English comment or some of the sort, as to not confuse the people, because this is telling people it's not. And we're going to present the full answer tomorrow. Good luck. Baruch Adonai Da'olam. Amen.